we're diving into a topic that's bigger than just making money. It's all about building generational wealth. So today we're going to be talking about breaking financial cycles, creating opportunities for the next generation, and making sure our families don't have to start from scratch every single time.
Because I say keep it butt naked, because the truth is the only thing that don't need no help. So that's me being able to stand, not literally, but butt naked in front of people and be me and be good with it.
That's my uncle, man. Yo, that's my aunt, man. Yo, man, he about to get us right. He about to buy a property. He about to buy like a 90-unit apartment building. Yo, he about to be eating.
I heard you searching, stop you looking, cause you found it. The realest in the city, don't you? I heard you searching, stop your looking, cause you found it. The realest is in the city, don't you doubt us.
However, I do want to change gears a little bit, slightly, in the same wheelhouse. But again, we got, 23 Drees in the building, so
23.
Again, been a long time coming, man. But by all means, please, I know you shot your introduction earlier, but please, one more time, run that back, so folks can know who you are as well, man. Because you're building generational wealth over there.
Listen, it's your boy 23 Drees, and if you haven't heard that yet, make sure y'all tap into 23 Drees on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that. Listen, we're going to experience new things together. I'm trying new things. That's how we talking about being ourselves and all that stuff. It was things that, like, somebody invite me to. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Think I'm too good for that. But that's what my whole thing right here. I'm out here exposing people to new things, man. We're going to have a good time learning. I'll take learning over anything, honestly. So right there, having that conversation was great. Thank you for having me on here. But listen, that's a little bit about me, man. That's a little bit about me.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely tap in with Drees. You definitely learn a lot from him.
What's some of the things
you had experience?
Yeah, what's some of the things that you've been kind of like going through? Because I know right now, a lot, man. I love the setup, that you got there going for you, man. But what's the venture that you on right now? As far as like learning wise or educating wise. I know you're educating folks too. So what are you currently on right now?
Like I would say, like the first step to like doing anything you do is like this whole thing about just being yourself, man, and putting yourself out there to talk to people. Don't matter like who they are, what they look like, where they come from. Just be able to be comfortable with having conversations. A lot of times we just tend to stand in the corner. We see somebody like look familiar. Oh, all right, I go talk to him. But no, man, and networking is like one of the biggest things that I learned. And networking with all these different peoples. Next thing you know, you getting flew out to a country you never heard of to hang out with CEOs. You know what I mean? So like, and they just give you all game and be receptive to what they telling you. Don't. Like we talked about, I heard earlier talk about maybe having too much pride and not really trying to hear it. Man, be open to learning. Like it's stuff that we don't know. It's okay, and it's okay to say we don't know. It's okay to ask questions. Like it's something I learned too. Like you can't act like you know everything, like because you don't.
Sure.
One person that act like they know everything don't learn nothing.
Exactly.
Don't learn.
Facts. Don't really know anything.
Facts.
See, I'm picking up on
like
it nicely already.
Listen,
come on.
and don't feel. I try to tell people like don't feel stupid from like a question. Like if you tell a fish to go climb a tree, it will have no idea to climb a tree because all it knows is water. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Like you can't expect to know something you've never even experienced before. So a lot of times when people ask me like, "What do you do?" or like, "How do you get money?" like, and I say it, and then I get like a bad response back, like make you feel like I'm dumb. That's another big thing right there. Like a lot of times people like look down on what you do, but I can't expect them to know because they never even digged into that ocean. You know what I mean? They never digged into that sand over there. So how you know what treasure is over there if you have no clue that is even treasure over there?
That's it.
Well, that's true. I'm glad you pointed that out too, because folks who want to either do what you do or live like you live or whatever the case may be, that envious thing, they'll be the biggest haters. Like they'll sit around and say, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But then the whole time that's what they want. Like even for something that's, I don't want to say simple, because operating the podcast is not simple. However, but just the idea of a podcast, regardless, before I even get a chance to even express why I wanted to do it, immediately it's just, regardless if it's, males or females, another podcast. And it's like, whoa. You don't even know what type of time I'm even on. Whole time, though, they want their own podcast. They wish they have a podcast.
Yeah.
But
right.
they be the biggest, call it is. They'll be the biggest haters to try to tear you down versus asking, like you said, those questions, getting out that comfort zone to say, like, yo, what is your podcast about? Hey, can you send me the link? Maybe I can watch it. Maybe I can listen. Like, yeah. So that's huge, man. And we find that a lot, and let's be real, like within our community, and again, another reason why I wanted to have this podcast so that we can have different individuals from different walks of life, regardless of your status, which is different walks of life, to be able to be you. And if you're you, we can discuss anything we want about the world that we all live in and find ways to be able to learn from each other.
That's true.
And that's the biggest thing. So, I mean, again, like I said, I know I want, and of course it starts with the foundation, as y'all already know, I wanted to build my core. Yeah. And my team with individuals that are willing to be able to learn. And by all means, we all challenge each other. I mean, everyone claims they love the banter we have on here and whatnot because we challenge each other. But we know our intent. Our intent is we want to learn and grow together. We're together, we're weakest when we're apart. So we know that's our intent. So, however, we will challenge our thought process. Yeah. We will challenge the things that we're sharing about life. And we got folks like yourself, Dries, on here too, that you grind, like you know the grind. You know that you had to change yourself as well to be able to, I guess, unlock the best version of yourself.
Right.
And I was excited. Like I said, when I heard, I already know you hit me up, was like, you available anytime. And we were building some foundation, getting ourselves together. But I just wanted to make sure we came correct to be able to have, you on our platform, because you have a large platform, and you grinded and you worked hard for that. And to be honest with you, we wanted to make sure we had you on there when we earned that right to be able to do so. So, I mean, you are a guy and everything, but we wanted to make sure we came correct, and have you on there. So.
It's funny that you said that, right? So I've been working with my guy Leroy. He's from Philly, but he actually lives in Dallas now. And I just like reconnected with him like recently, and he does like a lot of videography and the camera work and stuff like that. So we've been doing a lot of events together. And like when I first like reconnected with him, I had 7,000 followers, and I literally texted him this today. I'm like, yo, bro, when we first reconnected, I only had 7,000 followers, and now I'm at like 70 plus. It's crazy, like the amount of, and people don't see how much work I'll put in. Like there's a lot of days where I'm doing 4 events in one city, and the next day in a different city doing 4 different events, and we all like putting that together. It's just like a total grind. Everybody just think like, yo, you on the plane all the time. You have so much fun. I can't remember last time I relaxed. I can't remember last time I sat down and watched Netflix and actually chilled, because I'm literally like grinding and like really, and it ain't for a lot of times. So he like saw it a little bit, but when we went to Super Bowl weekend, and like he's with me with Super Bowl weekend, and the rooms we were in and the things that we did, he was like, yo, bro, like, you really changed my whole outlook on life. Like, I see how hard you grind. I see what positions you put us in for that weekend. And it's like, he had a whole totally different outlook on it. And now he's on that type time where he's like, I'm seeing him doing different events every single day with his camera. And that little spark that he's seen in person, a lot of times people don't, unless they hang with me. One of my other guys, Shannon, he's from Florida, but he lives up in Philly now. And I took him to the Eagles game. Everybody think I just go to the Eagles game and just go to the Eagles game. I'm working nonstop at the Eagles games. Like, I probably walked 10 miles in that day. And then, like, that day, we, like, hyped up the crowd with the DJ at the Eagles game. And, like, after that, he was like, yo, bro, this, like, probably the one. Like, he's not even an Eagles fan. He's from Tampa. He's literally a Bucks fan. He's like, yo, that's probably one of the best experiences of my life. It's me seeing you grind like that, and, like how you connected with all these different people from all different types of life, and everything was, like, you, like, if you see the camera, you see this one thing. Then as soon as the camera go off, I'm working. I'm doing like, then the camera come back on. I'm back to like the fun, bubbly person. Then as soon as the camera cut off, I'm back here working. He's like, I never knew it was like that. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that's probably one of the best experiences in my life, and I learned so much. But the whole time he shared knowledge with me too about a lot of different things, a lot of different incomes. Because I mean, he's a well loved guy. So like, and that's the great thing, building that network of men that's not afraid to congratulate the next person, put your hand up, like, bro, you doing your thing. You know what I mean? Shake your hand, and then like we learn from each other. I'm sharing you this, you giving me that back. And that's what I love about this right now. That's
When you just look from
that's the
online,
best part. That's the best
when you
part.
just look from online, you just see a perception. Most people just go off of the perception. They don't even dig into what you actually do to get there, or what's actually going on when you go to these places.
Right.
So it's love that they got to see that, like, hands on. You changing lives.
Right.
That's it.
Or the work you put in, man. Like I said, I mean, we hear it all the time, man. We all wear masks. Let's be real. We all wear masks. And what I mean by mask is it's not about us being fake or real. It's not the line that's drawn in the sand that way. There are folks that are like that, but people can see through that, especially the real recognize the fake. However, what I mean by the mask that we wear is, even for myself, like we all said, we all got, I don't want to call it a 9 to 5, because my job is definitely not 9 to 5. I'm always on the clock, you know. Once you become salary, you always working. So I have a regular job. However, like you said, it's other things that just may spark my interest, and other things that I'm building, because we're not getting paid off this pod, you know. This is just because we do it for true.
Words is
True.
powerful, man. Put out the good words.
There, you know?
That's it.
That's it. Come on. Eddie Nicely, baby. He about to
get out there, you know? But the thing about it was, that's not what's stopping me from allowing this to happen. Like, if it's something I believe in and something that I'm passionate about, like you said, we're going to spearhead it. I'm going to stand right in the front and do what needs to be done for us to be able to have this platform to reach out to as many individuals that are willing to listen. So with the mask that we wear that I was speaking on is, like Dries stated, like, the bubbly guy that he is, he's still that same guy. However, on the regular, he may be on a 5. But when the camera's on, all he did was he turned himself up to a 9. Same guy, but again, it's just the volume of that personality that you host. And it's just, like you said, it's dope. People always, like, I amaze people, even at my job, where they think I never had a bad day. I've lost so much in life, man. I mean, from, like I said, my mother, who was my everything, my grandmother, who was my legal guardian, who raised me, my older brother, like, you name it, like, so much loss. But people don't understand that. And one of Mook's favorite quotes of mine that I came up with years ago, I always tell folks, like I said, that when I walk through a door, I'm leaving my baggage at the door. And that's normally traditional. People say that. However, for me, though, when I leave, I pick it back up so that the other person doesn't trip over it on their way out, because it's my baggage. But we got to be able to, you know, wear those masks to be able to literally, like I said, elevate folks and let folks know that regardless of the trials and tribulations that you've gone through, you can still be who you are. And there's levels to what that looks like. But it's work, like you said.
Absolutely.
No, I ain't gonna lie, man. I love, like, meetings. I love opportunities and stuff like that. Like, sat there and cried, like, I can't believe this even just happened to me. Like, it's times like, and it's like, a lot of times I be talking to people, I be like, yo, bro, I can't believe this just happened. I just did this, I just did that. They be like, bro, you worked for it. Like, it ain't just happened. It ain't just like, and the people I connect with, I get random calls all the time that people that want to work with me, or like they invite me to certain things. I'm like, I hang up, like, I'll call my mom or something, like, Mom, yo, how did I just get this call? Like, why did they call me out of all people? And she's like, because you deserve it. Like, you put the work in, like, and sometimes I gotta sit back and realize that, honestly, because there's a lot of times I don't think I even belong half the places I've been to. I'm like, I look around like, how?
No,
you live in the moment. You live in the moment. You're not even paying attention to the work.
It's good karma, man, because you're being true.
It's crazy. Like I said, like, you know, you always cared about, like, pushing people. And you mean, like, that just, like, kind of just ooze through you, man. Like, and then for you to push yourself the way that you do, it's, like, effortlessly, like, so you definitely deserve everything you got.
It's crazy you say that, Shafi. Like, one thing, like, what Justin was saying, and he was like, when he tried to explain to people and they don't understand, and that kind of, like, gave me something. I'm like, that's because God gave you that vision. He ain't give whoever you told that vision, so they have no idea of what you see that's coming, because God gave you that vision. And I feel like that happened to me because, like how you said, it was opportunities where I pushed certain people to be in certain positions, and they won't even take the opportunity. So I like really ask God, like, damn, I wish I had something I could push for myself because I wouldn't like risk an opportunity. I would step on it and take full advantage of it. And then this came out of it. So I really believe that like God was like, man, I seen you do that for all these other people, and you just like kind of like you knew that wasn't going that way. You asked me because I could have been
Right.
gave you that, but you never asked. So I
Mm-hmm.
really
Right.
like believe that
Right.
like deep down on my heart that like I woke up one day, God gave me that message like this is for you. You don't got to worry about pushing somebody else. Even though I still do, like I want everybody to win. Like that's one
Yeah.
day, like
But you
shit.
already had it.
Like
You already had the wealth to
Yeah,
give to people.
And
yeah,
it's
You
that
know.
there
yeah,
on it's gonna be at their
That's
pace, no
selflessness,
matter
man.
how much we want everybody to
Selfless
win.
God,
Or
man.
how fast you want it to happen for them. Like you said, they gotta be their vision, they gotta happen. They gotta be in their eyes.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
No, for sure, man.
And also you can get your vision by helping somebody achieve their vision because you follow somebody that has a purpose. You know what it looks like and how and you see the gratification of it. Like wow, I see this man. Like I've seen him from the dirt. Like with 23's doing, I seen him from the dirt, and then he's like now he's this person's like that's fucking motivating. Like and then
Mm-hmm.
you be like yo, and he look at you and give you opportunities. Like yo, you could do the same thing too because I see what you do, then he'll show you your purpose in his purpose. Then you like that's how it sparks, and
That's a
that's how
fact.
you know what I'm saying.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
and you know,
It's crazy. Like every time one of y'all talk, like a situation pop up in my head of like how that happened to me. Like honestly, like it's my guy Chase U, right? So like he worked with a lot of different brands and stuff like that around Philly, and like he a big Phillies fan, and like one day like he got like Philly sent them. It was like right before the playoffs started last year, and Philly sent him like these crazy tickets. They sent him jersey. They sent him all this stuff, and I was like genuinely excited for him. I called him like, "Yo, that's crazy, bro! Congratulations!" And even like 2 hours later, I got a crazy call. And I'm like, I was so happy for him when I could have been like, "Damn, why that's not me? Well, I couldn't get this." You know what I
right.
mean? Because there's people that do that. They see
Right.
you do something, they be like, "Why that couldn't be me?" But me, I called him with excitement, like, "Yo, bro, I can't believe it." Then like 2 hours later, I got a call like, "Hey, we need you here. We got this for you. You could do this." I'm like. Yo, I think that's because earlier I called Chase U and I was so excited for him more than it, like
Yeah.
because
You
somebody can
received
easily
your
say like,
blessings.
"Damn, how he get that, man?"
Yeah,
I'm
start
him.
eating.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm. There was no ill in your heart, man. That was the fact.
Yeah.
There was no ill in your heart.
That's what it's about, man. Like I said, just intent. I share that with so many different people. Because obviously, you know, in my field, I'm a therapist. I'm a what is it? I'm a motivator. I got to be the inspiration and the inspirer, like the whole 9 yards.
And you a dad, man. Don't leave that out too, man.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course,
You
of
know, but
course,
that's important.
that
People
is.
got to hear that, man. You're a black man. That take
of
care of his
course.
kid.
But I mean, as
You
far
know
as
what I
like
mean?
work life is concerned, all those things are like combined into that. So it literally just it makes you just think like it's the intent behind it all. And that's where a lot of my success has come from, you know, like you said, as a father, you know, as all the above. So
All the above, right?
it's kind of dope for me. And that's what drives me. Like we got folks that, you know, that are driven by different things. And for me, I'm always driven by being able to give back to anyone. Like, and then when I see that residual, when I see like that person, that light bulb that gets it, and even if said individual doesn't take whatever, you know, gems, you know, that I could be throwing out there, I still sleep well at night because I know I gave it my all. And like Mook said, like it's gonna be up to them to kind of step up to the plate to, you know, realize it for the most part. I can't save everyone. However, what I can do is be intentional about what I do. I can
I mean,
share things as well
I'm
too.
not,
Go ahead, John. No, go ahead.
but I was about to say though, like, you know, not to take from the other person though, but timing is everything too. Because I remember like
Timing
a
is
friend,
fucking yeah.
you know, like a friend
True.
of ours, like he wanted to do a lot of group projects, but it's hard to get a group together. It's hard to get yourself together sometimes to turn that light switch on, right? But to get a group together, everybody got to be able, ready. The time got to fit. Like, there's so many things that go into it, and so like I just think sometimes you can give somebody some knowledge, but it's like just don't leave them. You know, like kind of like circle back every now and then. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're gonna give something to someone, like that's an investment. So you're pouring out of yourself to that person. So it you check on your investment. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, my guy, you good? You know, sister, you good? Like every now and then, because that next time they might be ready. You never know. You know what I mean? Like, so
That's true. That's true.
time
That's so true.
keep us moving fast. You know what I mean? It's quick to just forget about somebody. Like I remember me and Drees, we had the push up drum. Remember every day we was texting each other about the push ups. Bro, I did 500. I forgot to text you, but that was like months ago since we did it. You know what I mean? So it's just like
I
every
don't
now and
believe
then,
it. I don't believe it.
life can just take us away. Yo, bro, I'm doing the
I
push
don't
ups,
believe it.
bro. Like,
Look, we
I
started
ain't gonna
recording
lie,
this, bro.
that was the best shape I was in.
Yeah,
see, I
yeah.
love
I
that.
think
See what
Scott
I'm
talking about
saying?
like 3 years ago, bro.
But
I
look
ain't
though,
even
it was last year. No, but just like stuff like that. I thought that was like just something to touch on. So
No,
know.
I'm glad you shared that because that's extremely important, man. Like you said,
Yeah.
timing is everything. And I know just our circle alone, like this pod from the jump kind of allowed us to be able to communicate even more than what we already did. But even prior to this, like you said, it'll go long stints of time where we communicate. However, one of the biggest things that I always, advocated for all of us was you can't go ghost. Like, I got to hear from you. Like, if a couple months go past, like you said, we got to reach out just to make sure that we still straight, make sure we all still good. And I do like the fact that you brought that up, though, Shai, like in regards to like timing is everything. And if your intent is pure, then like you said, you will check in. Like, you good? Everything all right? Like, so I think that's dope, man. I think that's dope.
Shit, man.
So now we
I'm
all
definitely
gonna be
gonna
building some
tune into all.
generational wealth. That's what we're gonna be building.
I'm tuning into
That
all the. I'm tuning into all of these content, man. I need to see everything.
Hey,
Send
yeah,
it through,
my
man.
man
man.
be
I need to
looking it
see
up.
it.
We're not going, graze over the fact that he said like, 7K. Like that's where he started. Oh man, not started, but that's where he was. He said it so, humbly, I was like,
Right.
yeah, 7K,
No, it was just crazy that I texted him that today. I was like, yo, I literally go to the text. I literally was like, we just be having a conversation. And like one of the big, like honestly, from Super Bowl weekend was great. We like, I met freaking Tom Brady. Like that's one of my favorite players. I was in a room with just so many different people that like I never thought I would be in. And my biggest moment was when, because he's a photographer, he met South Street Stan. Like we've been talking about South Street Stan for a while, and like it's a video. South Street Stan posted it, and he like,
yeah,
yo, if it wasn't for my friend, I wouldn't even been here right now. And like that was the best thing that happened to me. Eagles won a Super Bowl. I love the fucking Eagles, but that was like the biggest moment for me right there. It was like. He's like then they're crying, like he talking to South Street saying like, if it wasn't for my friend, I wouldn't be here right now, right? And they sit there, he like, yo, bro, they had a whole conversation about cameras, learn about angles and all that shit. That was the highlight for me for that whole weekend. No matter who I was in the room with, no matter what events I did, no matter what, I watched the freaking Eagles win a Super Bowl in person. I hung out with the players and all that stuff. Like that was the last thing that after seeing him like achieve that, dog. Like that was like.
dope,
That made
That's
everything.
awesome, man.
That showed
That's
the
awesome.
purity. That showed the pureness in your heart, brother.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I agree.
That's a
I
fact.
agree, man.
Yeah,
No,
man.
that's dope. That's dope. Let me see
That's
something.
Like with that, just
that's
something I
that's
posted. I
another
posted.
part of wealth too, man.
Yeah, that's something I posted a couple of
You
days
say what?
ago. Like, I went on my knees to win with no stipulations, whether it includes me, it don't
I did peep
include
that.
me.
Yeah,
But everybody to win, it don't matter how it happens. Just hope it. I hope it
that's
happens.
true, man. That's it. They say when you associate yourself with four winners, you'll be the fifth one. You know what I
Yo, you know what's
mean?
crazy, yo? When he was saying that, I ain't want to interrupt. I was thinking that. You know what I mean? I was really trying to
Yes.
say that.
That's why we here, bro.
That's
That's
why
why
we
we
here,
here.
bro. Because it can go either way. If you're hanging around four bad, then you fifth, man.
You the fifth. They point you out in the lineup. That's a fact. That's a fact.
You're
Yes,
absolutely right.
man. This is dope, bro. Yeah, this
I
is
agree.
dope.
I agree.
That's what
Now,
I'm talking.
as you already know, Dries, man, like I said, the door is always open, and now we good now. So I mean, as far as our foundation, here, like I said, so we definitely going to tap back in with you as well too. And to be honest with you, like I said, even with some of your content and things like that too, man, it can be best of both worlds, man. So
Facts.
we definitely do appreciate you too, man. What I'll do too is so not necessarily, I guess, in closing, but at the end of the day, obviously building generational wealth is about freedom, not just freedom for yourself, your family, but also future generations. So it's all about making moves today that your kids, your grandkids will thank you for. So guess what? You don't have to apologize for wanting better, because as we already were discussing, you deserve it. So we share so many different stories here today in regards to what in great intention looks like. And if you have great intention in regards to generational wealth, then you will build said generational wealth. If you have great intentions in regards to what you want next for yourself or for others, then that will come back towards you 10 times fold. I was always taught that at a young age. And that's one thing that we have right there too. So one thing I will share for those, I do have a question for, not even a question, more of for the folks and the listeners out there. By all means, if you are listening, please drop this in the comments as well too when we post this on our platforms. What's one financial goal that you're setting for the next 5 to 10 years? So drop that in the comments. You can DM us. You can drop it in our content on YouTube, however that looks like as well too. So please
Can
make
I
sure
add a
you do
question
so.
to that too? Yeah,
Go ahead,
can I
man.
add a
Of course.
question to that? What's one financial mistake that you learned from, that you made and learned from? So one or the other, whatever one you wish to share.
I'm accountable. Make them accountable. I love it.
And hold yourself accountable and grow from it, man, because that's part of your journey, man. Everybody's fumbled, boy.
Yeah, people can
like that.
learn
Everybody
from
threw
it.
an
You definitely
interception,
can learn
man. It's
from it.
not all touchdowns.
Me, I don't know if we got time left, but what's yours?
We do. No, we do. We do.
What's
Yeah.
your financial fumble, basically?
Well, as I said earlier,
Financial
mine
fumble.
was not preparing properly. And like I said, not taking my time to eat when I should have. Like make the most of my opportunities when I had it.
All right.
Mine is
I feel like for
impulsive
And I
me,
still
like
got
decision.
more opportunities. I get up every day. Huh?
impulsive decisions.
Yeah,
Facts.
Justin know more than anything. It's like I put my mind to something, I jump out the window with it, man. I ain't gonna lie, but I learned to slow down.
That's your other
I
Right.
learned to slow down and
I
think
had
the
to throw,
whole
I had to
way
throw the
through.
mattress out behind him. I had to throw the mattress out the window behind him, man. So he can land on something, man. Sometimes, you know,
Jesus.
but
Yeah,
nonetheless, he
because
always
I
learned
just
from it,
did.
man.
It's the fear of being a procrastinator. So it was like a double edged sword. I didn't want to procrastinate, but I moved too quick and not think it all the way through. So
I mean,
it'd be a bad
if you
investment.
put in the
But
if you put in the right place, that kind of be. It depends if you put in the right place.
it
If
could
you
be
put it
great.
in somewhere to grow, yeah. Like if
Hmm.
you like, that's like for this podcast. If you believe like you need that camera for that better content, or you need to pay like that, like if it's there to help you grow, because that's another thing. Like I don't just do it. I listen to a lot of people who's like a lot of times people think when they see somebody, I get that all the time. Like a lot of times people be like, Drewski did this. How come you didn't do that? And I'll be like, do you know his whole story from the beginning? Like a lot of times people just see
Right.
the end results. I heard
Right.
Wallow had this conversation with 2 Chainz the other day, like on a podcast, and like they was talking about how people just see the end result. They don't see like the build up of like you end up spending more money than you got coming back in to like get to this part. And like
Yeah.
that's where I'm at right now. Like I invest because I really truly believe in my heart like everything that's coming that God gave me that bitch that's coming this way. So I'm not afraid to like go above and behind. I'm above and beyond to make that shit work. So it depends on what's your intention with that money. If you just blowing it on some sneakers or Gucci or like some change. It depends. It depends what
Right.
what
Right.
your whole thing is. Because I hear a lot of different people that invested that money. So I'm sorry if I keep like running on. But Bossman D-Lo, he one of the people too. He was like, they asked him like, how did you feel getting paid for your first show? He was like, man, I spent $5,000 to get to my shows at a point, and my first paychecks was like $2,000 for the show. But like now,
Right.
look where he is because that money he took those cars, he took like the cameraman, he had to pay for the cameraman for the content from the shows, and that shit paid off. So a lot of people go through that shit at the beginning. So if you put that money on that intention to like, this where I'm going, that's a different story. But if you just doing it just to do it to like, and it was a point in time in my time, I was just doing it just to do it. Like I wanted the girls, I wanted to fit in, I wanted that. But now it's like I'm putting my money to like it gotta have a purpose. Everything I do is with a purpose now.
Right.
It's not just because.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
spoke about that, right, Justin? Everything with intent. Right?
Yeah.
Literally, yo.
Everything.
Literally.
Yeah, man.
Moving with a
Yeah,
purpose,
man.
having vision. Like I said, vision is one thing. I mean, because I've always been a little bit of a visionary and whatnot, whatever. However, having the not just the wherewithal, like that, just having the intent to do so. Like starting this, I didn't have what I needed, but I'm glad you touched base on something too, Dries, about the investment. So, like, I mean, starting this off, and then, like you said, the growth, knowing where someone came from. So, trying to start something that you've never done before can seem very overwhelming. And then, what gave me peace at one point was the fact that I was able to then, like, I don't know, like I said, maybe it was a sign, you know, from God or something like that, whatever. But all of a sudden on my TikTok, I started receiving like other like platforms of folks that are like big now, like Straw Hat Goofy, or, you know, individuals like that do like things similar to this, but that follow their dream, so to speak. I started getting random like videos of them like when they started off from scratch. Right. So I don't know if they hit like an anniversary or something like that, whatever. The Things You Should Know podcast, like things that I always either laughed at or found like cool to watch or inspirational. They were showing like, oh yeah, you never know what can happen. Like stay at it. And they were like, you know, building it together 100 episodes in, and they were show where they started from day one, and they would do like a reel. Episode 1 all the way to 100, and you see like just their background changing, evolving, and you know their content gets better, the camera quality switched up, and it really pushed me to think like, if I'm gonna do this, one, I got to take it serious. I can't keep talking about it, because at first I was just talking about it and it's something I wanted to do as a hobby, but then I never actually pulled the trigger. And then it was like, well, let me make sure my foundation is straight, get my core together, my guys there. But then what if I didn't have that? Would I still do it? So I had to do it for the right intent for me. And then I got lucky enough to be able to have a crew around me to be able to ensure that we can do this the right way. And then, like you said, I didn't start off with the equipment I have right now. I started off with, you know, just a camera phone. Matter of fact, Shy, you were here. You were here, man. We had like a camera phone, a little tripod, whatever, and that was it. we were sitting close together so we can both be in the frame, you know. Like,
I've done that too. So I know exactly what you mean.
Right? Yeah. But then you had to take that risk to invest. And that don't mean I had to spend thousands of dollars, but okay, well, let me find out what's the best camera that I can get like in my wheelhouse. What's the best microphone that I can get within my budget? What's the best laptop I can actually get to kind of dedicate, you know, my time to this, whatever. So it's dope. Like you said, people don't know where you started from. Then we're not even talking about, as most content creators that are out there, we're not even talking about the other platforms you need to get your stuff out there. You know, it's just us.
We all know Mr. Beast now, right? It took him 1,500 videos before he like got to like start making a name for himself. 1,500 videos, like that's a lot of videos. And
it's a lot of videos.
I heard like even Mark Zuckerberg. Like I listen to a whole bunch of shit that people say. Like I really do homework. I really like go dive deep in. And Mark Zuckerberg was like, shit. All I ever wanted was to make a way I could connect with my friends in college. He was like, don't ever like set that ceiling for yourself, because when you set that ceiling for yourself, you should shoot for that, and you're missing opportunities. And a lot of times, like you know what he like over now. He better like the glasses, I got the Ray-Ban glasses here, the Instagram, all that shit. He in charge. I seen his yacht in person. That shit crazy. But he ain't said it's like a lot of people ask me like, so where you want to take it? Where it takes me, I'm gonna put the work in it, and that's what he say. Like, put the work in. It's gonna take you to places you don't. You can't write down and say I'm gonna be here, because you don't know where it's gonna take you. Just put that work in and what you're doing right now. And it's going to take you there on its own, because like people see that work that you put in, you never know what opportunity will come in. So that's one of the things I do right now. Like, it's no ceiling. I'm not going to say, yeah, I just want this, because it's going to be an opportunity. I'm gonna miss, because I'm just looking at focus on this one thing right here. So that's like some advice I learned from Mark Zuckerberg, because you know how much money he got now.
Right.
That was never his goal. He said that was never my goal. Yeah, my goal was this, and I took off the ceiling, and it took me way farther places.
Yeah, man. That's like yeah. Go ahead, Chef.
No, I wasn't about to say nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying that's like what you're saying is so true, because it's like, what's more important to people, the destination or the journey? You know what I mean? It's like which one you rather read the book or read the cliff notes? You know what I mean? Because if you read the book, you find out the stories that you're reading has a purpose for you to get to your place, and by the time you get there, the destination itself is like, this wasn't what I thought it was, but the journey to get here was fucking everything. You know what I mean? Because like the people I met, the friends I gained, the people that dropped out my life for a reason, you start getting some purpose and you start building your circle. And then by the time you at your destination, you're not as thrilled being there, which you will be in the sense of it. But the getting there from all the struggle, all the mud, shit.
Yeah, one thing that I get out of that too, like because y'all both touched on it, like you develop a sense of character and appreciation of yourself when you set a goal, but then you see yourself through the goal, like as you were saying, getting there. You know what I mean? And you want to do 10 push-ups, you reward it every time you do the next one. You know what I mean? So, you appreciate yourself through actually building yourself up, and that keeps you going just in itself.
Open your mind, dog. Ain't no limits.
Ain't no limits, man. Ain't no limits. And like you said,
it ain't just a podcast. Next thing you know, you freaking don't know because it could be anything.
That's like saying period there, man.
But Dries, it's like you said, but you gotta take advantage of the opportunity when somebody get it to you, man. Because if like I'm a chef, if I keep on going through avenues and just doing cooking, and then Justin gave me a call like, "Yo, we trying to do a podcast. Come on, let's see what's going on." Now this is a whole different mindset that I have outside of what I like.
You a chef?
I am.
You be cooking at home?
I do everything. I'm a chef at a hotel.
You be posting every day?
No, I don't post every day, man.
You need to.
That's it. That's what
multiple days. Multiple times a day.
You're not the only person that told me that, man. So I got some skills under this belt and under these sleeves, man. But
multiple times a day, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, especially with the stuff going on now. I mean,
dust
like
off that IG, brother. Dust off that IG. I think the last food post you had was from like 2 years ago, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. And that's true.
It looked delicious.
Yo, let me tell you though, the crazier part, like what the difference is, like once you in it, because it's like you playing a basketball, football game. I'm in the game. I can't stop and take a selfie because I got so much going on in the game.
I don't want to hear that.
No excuses.
You know what I mean?
Me, I don't like excuses.
All right.
First of all, we don't even use the word can't, my boy.
All right, to me, you just.
You did say that. You say you can't use can't. You're right. You're right. I broke the rule.
We'll figure it out.
That's an excuse to me. You can figure it out.
Listen, I'm gonna make it happen, dog. Yo, listen, I'm gonna make it happen.
Meta glasses.
I say I was
the meta glasses. That's it. All right, listen. Babe, I know you watching. I need it for my birthday.
Shit, you got a before and after. Yeah, you got a before, all the ingredients are after.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fact.
It ain't stopping you.
You know what? I'm gonna make it a purpose. Yeah, no, but that's a fact though. I can make it. I can make it my purpose, son.
Listen, you might be catering the fucking Super Bowl. You don't know. Get that call.
That's a fact, man.
Like, hey man, I'm
a beast too, man.
We got 30,000 for you to come cater the Super Bowl party.
Yeah, and I'm used to doing parties like that. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's cool, man. So yeah. Thanks for checking me, y'all. Thank y'all for checking me, man. I appreciate that, y'all. I seriously did, man.
I'm gonna share this video with y'all, right? And it was like, the lady, she asked the guy. She was like, how many red cars have you seen on your way here? And he was like, red cars? I don't know. I ain't seen no red cars. He said, what if I told you get $1 million for each red car you see? What you gonna do? He gonna look for each red car. So if you ain't looking for the opportunity, you ain't gonna find it. Like that was her whole goal for it, like her whole purpose of that. Like if it was an opportunity for you to get something for it, they'd be like, I give you $100 for each red car you see today. What you gonna be doing?
Looking for
red car is one. It's a red car right there. So if you ain't out here like putting yourself out there looking for opportunities, it ain't gonna never come your way.
Yeah,
you ain't got your eyes open for it.
Yeah, it's true. That's a fact. It's time to ball now, man. Practice is over, man.
Man. All these gyms, you gotta go cash in.
Yo, man, listen, man. This is generational wealth, but all this is knowledge. Knowledge itself, man. Knowledge itself, man. And then it's just that small dot that y'all checking me on.
I heard y'all talk about like sponsorships and all that stuff on the podcast before. Y'all talk about the blunt joint and all that shit, man.
Yo,
these companies, I be in meetings with these companies. Like the internet is way more commercials. Why would I spend 30,000 for commercial when I can pay these guys 3,000? It's gonna reach 1 million. It can reach
Real
this many
shit.
people. Like, because
Right.
people.
Yeah.
If you, I guarantee you, go outside right now, go to the bus stop, go to the store, go anywhere. What people gonna be doing? Scrolling.
Scrolling.
Like people scroll more than they watch TV. So these companies, they know where the money is. They know how to get their word out, and it ain't through the commercials no more. So they ready to pay you to be that commercial that they used to pay for and save some money. To you, it's like, shit, you pay me 3,000 for 30 seconds, but to them, it's like, shit, I don't look how to do is pay 3,000. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, man.
I'm definitely looking forward to getting to that point. By all means, we'll do commercial every 5 minutes. No, but
I mean, you got just to read the script.
Listen, send
I remember.
ChatGPT. ChatGPT. If I'm gonna put y'all on some shit right now. If it's a business you come across and you see, screenshot that business, send it to chat. I don't know if y'all got I got a relationship with my ChatGPT because we talk all the time. They know everything about me. I know everything about them. Screenshot. Create an email. I need this amount of money. I need this amount of money for a video. ChatGPT would create a fucking crazy ass email. Money, letting you know what you bring to the table. Like, listen, I bring this to the table, all that shit. You like copy, paste, send it right to that company. That company be like, I'm interested. Next thing you know, you got a whole little thing right there.
I'm on it.
And all you gotta do is
I'm gonna see the email tomorrow.
Screenshot the company.
Screenshot the company.
Shit, you see me like all the time. I see people working with companies all the time. Like, oh, they working with him. Let me go read about it. Oh, I would like that. Screenshot. Send a chat. GPT. Let them know I want to work with them. Write a whole fucking email. How my reach is. How my platform relates to their platform. How I can help them. Explain it all for me. All I did was check a screenshot.
That's it.
It's crazy. You brought it up too because that's I got hit with that recently too. I mean, because obviously we're trying to make sure that we're building the platform so that it can be that nesting zone for any and everybody. But I was extending the invite to someone in general, and obviously for the respect of them, I keep that their names private. But what I learned from that situation was I got hit back with a question like, well, how is this going to benefit me and my platform and what I do, et cetera? And it hit me, and I'm like, it's not that I didn't think of that, but it just was like one of those moments of like, yo, this is real. Like, this is serious. Like, yeah, we have fun on here, of course. We're ourselves, all that good stuff. But when I heard it like that, I was like, yo, this person's about like their business. They're about their life. They're about their platform and what they do. And all I can do is respect it. And like you said, I took it serious. I came up with a plan like, hey, this is what my thoughts are. This is my vision and what I believe that we can assist you with your platform. And it was dope, like to have someone come correct like that. It's not that I didn't expect that from said individual, but it was just still refreshing to see. And it caught me off guard versus most people want to get on the podcast. Most people, let me know, let me get on. But what are you going to bring? Like, what value are you going to bring to the platform, for one? And then two, like, how can I help you get you where you need to be? So it's like, it was dope to experience that. So it's funny you brought that up. But yeah, that was eye-opening. I was like, oh, all right, let me hold on. Let me make sure I spell check this, whatever, let you know like how this could help your platform.
Even if you if y'all don't use ChatGPT right now, I don't know what y'all doing because it's been. Even if you write it yourself, ask ChatGPT to edit it for you.
Proofread all that.
They're gonna make sure, for real. But another thing like with that, what you said is people that ask me to be on their podcast and they basically just talking like, what point are you trying to get across? Like, you're not really like you telling me about your day. Like, it's cool with us because we know each other, but like you.
How does it help the people?
That's walking down the street, she don't care about your day. Like, honestly, let's keep it real. Like, if you say how your day benefited, like how it can help her in life or something like that. Like, man, I was struggling mentally. I just lost my mom recently, and and I've been doing this to cope with it. That person probably lost their mom too. They had no idea. Like, it's something that relate. Or I went to work today. I was working with kids, and I realized this one kid, he was giving me trouble, and I just sat him down and talked to him this way instead of like, man, I was working with these badass kids today. They was getting on my nerves. That's it. It's a whole different conversation. You know what I mean? So,
right.
And I always tell people be like, I don't do something that like relates to content. I'm like, everything in the world content. If you clean floors, it's content. There's somebody out there that want to learn how to clean floors the proper way. There's somebody out there that's just will just even waste their time looking at cleaning floors. If you clean the toilets, there's somebody out there that want to know the proper way. Somebody out there just gonna waste their time. Like, it's literally something for everything in this world. If you clean hats, you clean sneakers. If you freaking clip your toenails, it's literally something.
I mean, that's a fact.
And how to grow a beard.
For real.
That's it, man.
I got saying, man.
Right.
Speaking of bears, shout out the Bear Club. You see a little shot of the bear right now. I got bear. James Harden is a partner as well. So if y'all like James Harden there, listen.
That's it, man.
Bear Club. I got the discount code for y'all right now.
That's it, man. He said I got the discount code.
I knew it was something.
We got your oil shampoos. We got the oil shampoos which y'all need. The conditioner.
I love that. I need all that, to be honest. I just ran out literally.
I got the link.
Literally.
I see the link.
My man.
I got a patch that don't grow right here. I ain't gonna show them.
Put it in the link.
Let's go.
Oh, that's funny.
Nah, this is definitely dope, man. Nah, this is what it's all about, man. This was all about, and like you said, man, our intentions are real. We definitely appreciate you, like you said, taking the time to do so on our platform as well too. Again, that's literally what we want out of this. So we're making sure that we're showing our listeners, our watchers, just the different levels that we have. Like, we all got different talents, and we got, just fun content. We have informational content. We have deep content. But end of the day, the one thing that stays true to us is that our content, regardless of what type of, I guess, level that we're on that day, is something that we believe is going to be beneficial for somebody out there listening or watching. So we definitely appreciate you, like I said, man.
My favorite episode was that guessing one. We got to guess the prices.
Hey, come on, man. I told you, Justin. I told you.
Facts, man, yeah.
I said Shopee pictures when I was in the store. I'm like, Shopee, how much is this? And the Canada water.
Yeah, but like I said, that was definitely a dope and fun time, man. Mook definitely threw that out there, and we workshopped it together and came up with magic. And it's easy to come up with magic when we're just ourselves, man. So I mean, that was
I
dope,
just
man.
went to the store and spent too much money. I just went to the store and spent too much money. I called Justin like, "Yo, bro, I got an idea." Yeah, nobody had guessed it. How I just spent this $26 on 4 or 5 items. Bro.
Man, I still got them 6X t-shirts, man. I can't get rid of them, man. So somebody want these 6X t-shirts?
That's all right. We're going to have an early 2000s hip-hop and R&B party, man. The free size tees.
The stuff I got, I can actually use. I use it.
He's going to some rags or something, man. I don't know.
He had the exclusive juice, man.
I had the cleaners, I had the juice. That's all. It's done. It's gone.
Done. Oh, man. Oh, that's funny.
If you guys got value from this episode, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep this conversation going, obviously, because we all deserve financial freedom or financial elevation, let's say that, and the chance to build something that lasts. So before we leave out, Dries, please, again, let them know where they can find you. Throw your handles out there so folks can look at your content as well, because we definitely appreciate you being on. So what you got for everybody?
Listen, make sure I go to OnlyFans so y'all can see all the OnlyFans.
Oh, man. This man clipping toes, man. Clipping toes now,
Make sure y'all follow me, man. Listen, I'm gonna show y'all some shit y'all not even thought was possible. Believe that. So tune in. It's your boy 2P3 on Instagram. That's number 2, number 3, BRESE. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that, man. Thank y'all for having me again.
No, we appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you being on,
For
man.
sure, man.
Appreciate it.
And of course, to everyone out there, until next time, stay bold, stay smart, and most importantly, stay unapologetically you.
Grab some life insurance, baby.
Appreciate y'all.
Just money, man.
Be butt naked yourself, man. I already said it, man.